Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode.
It's time to stop!
They look awesome. I wonder what they were doing. Welcome back to another episode of Prophecy of Pendor. In today's episode, we'll try to finish the quest line of the Old Tale. I've been gathering refugees from prisoners and I think I have more than enough right now. So we'll be heading back to the ruins, to Bernard, and deliver the rest of the refugees to him. Well, let's go real quick. Leave everything. Okay, now I think we can speak with him. Meet the builder, yes. Okay, not bad. Oh, everything is here. The refugees, the horses, the tools. I have everything to begin construction, sir. We should be ready within 2 weeks. Okay, that's cool. I will be return. Construction in progress. So, in these 2 weeks, I think I'm gonna go to the Knights of the Red Cross. I don't want to join them yet, but I'll try to do the bounty quest for them, because the bounty quest have a chance of getting some knights. That would be great to have some knights early on, so I'll try to do that. We don't need refugees. So actually, I got Iron Circus Centurions. Now, these guys I was talking about, they are insane in battles. Like, really good. And we have some pretty good high tier troops in our party, so that's cool. That's very cool. Let's move on with our life. Let's move on. Donovan, welcome Donovan, the only one that uses the musket. So now we can give him the bullets. Nice. Let's get this quest, bounty quest. Yeah, I can hunt them. Let's move on with our life. Let's move on. Sir Roland. Welcome back, Sir Roland. This guy, I want to make him a lord. He will be great. Okay, let's equip these guys real quick. Take this armor, this helm, and that shield. I know that it's not your style, but who cares? Who cares? And I'm planning actually to make all of my companions use the battle hammer, because it's just insane. I think you can use the falcon. Yeah, that's a very good horse actually. But Sir Jocelyn, you can take this shield, and I think you're good. Yeah. Okay, Anson Kasim. Donovan, the one we wanted. Take this armor, that helm, and the gauntlet, and the battle hammer, yeah, and the bullets, of course. How inconvenient of me. Sir Roland, I forgot to give him gauntlets, so take that. Good. And Donovan, the last thing, you may use this shield. No. What about this shield? It's okay. Donovan, we are good to go. We've been... oh, that will be a huge battle. We have lost 3. Okay. 1 Heretic Magnus. Not cool, but it's okay. We'll take all that and sell it. Ooh, some really good prisoners. I like that. I like that. Let's take all of these. Okay, not bad.
Your preoccupation
What is
with
that?
seducing men is disruptive of troop discipline.
So, I am now to take advice on deportment from a snake cult priestess? I think not.
Should one of our priestesses conduct herself thusly amongst our knights, she would find herself sacrificed to Azitahaka post-haste.
How you conduct yourself amongst your murderous cult is of no interest to me whatsoever.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
Let's finish this quest. We have done pretty good amount of hunting. Unfortunately, we did not get any knights. We just got some more surgeons. But it's okay. They are also pretty good in sieges, so we may use them later. Let's move on. Knights of Ebony Gauntlets. Ooh, I love these guys. Actually, these guys use a very good tactics, because their knights are crossbowmen, and they deal a huge amount of damage. And the best answer for these kind of ranged units are the cavalry. But to avoid cavalry, the surgeons are kinda anti-cavalry. And this is why you will see that they stand in front of the knights. The surgeons will be standing in front of the knights to protect them from cavalry waves. So actually they use pretty good tactics for fighting. They are actually pretty good. As you can see, we have lost a couple of our units in this small battle, but they were good. Big shout out to these guys. Crab loot as always. I wanted to speak with them and you know, try to rage them or try to do something, try to fight them or something. These guys have prisoners from a random knighthood order. It's not like an OP knights or something, but they can be pretty good in sieges. As far as I remember, these kinds of troops are kind of better than average skirmishers. As you can see, the Iron Circus Centurion's outfit has changed, and this is with the last hotfix, the third hotfix. Actually, the armor is pretty good with our flag or banner. The colors are just so you know, so good together. The burble and our flag. Nice. Let's move on with our life. I don't care about the loot, but we care about these guys. These can be good. Serene! Now we have all of the companions that I want. The 2 weeks have passed. Now we can go and see the new permanent base. Noldor, no, I'm not fighting any Noldor in near future. Let's go to the camp. The entrance has changed a little bit. Oh, I see constructions. Hi, gods. Hi. Ooh, pretty good. Some spikes. Oh my god. That looks pretty good. And refugees are roaming all around the place. Nice refugees. Nice work. Hi Bernard, greetings sir. As you can see, the base is up and running. I thought that this place would need few pairs of good eyes, those who could detect enemies on the edge of the map and raise alarm if necessary. I hired a few good lads. They are young hunters, so they shouldn't cost you a fortune. But they will cost me something, right? I'm impressed by your organizational skills and suspect it wasn't easy to keep the men under control for so long in this forgotten place. In fact, I'm so impressed that I have an offer for you. I'd like to employ you as the camp master and I will pay you well. What do you think? I have enjoyed repairing this place more than building one barn after another. You, sir, treated me fair, much better than my previous employers. I will accept your offer. Nice, Bernard. Nice. So, what we can do here? Refugees? We don't need refugees. I will transfer all of the units that I am afraid of losing, and especially the guys that may help us in sieges, because, I will not need archers and crossbowmen in our body. Except in sieges. I'll keep the good guys here that don't need further upgrade. Just, to have something as a backup when we start fighting or start founding our kingdom, fighting other factions. What we can say here? Can we make some additions here? I have had a grand idea, such as recreating the stone fortress that was probably once here. However, it's rather costly and time-consuming. It also might bring unnecessary attention to this place. Otherwise, it would be good to have a blacksmith here. We could make a bit more room for your soldiers. A designated person who could take care of the horses would be very valuable. What about the blacksmith? This place has remains of what was once an old forge, one that could repair armor, restore weapons to working order, flattened dents in old helms, and fit horseshoes. I've been looking for an experienced blacksmith in the nearby country. Likely it seems that Harold, one of the men you brought here for work, was a blacksmith apprentice for a year, and he should be able to deal with basic blacksmith requests. All he would need is 3,000 dinars to buy iron, coal, and the required tools. What do you think? Sounds reasonable. Make it happen. What about hire some stable workers? More than that, sir, sooner or later we will need someone who can care for the horses, and they have their own specific issues that accompany them. I would hate to see a maimed horse be uncured. Otherwise, all those magnificent beasts will end up in delicious stew. I think we should hire someone with vast knowledge on horses. The Jatu. I believe they are cold would be a good start. They are famous for their knowledge about horses. It may be quite deadly trying to speak with members of patrolling warbands, but I heard that sometimes Jatu outcast raiders can be found in taverns. They are more civilized, and we should be able to convince the most suitable one to stay here. Leave negotiations to me, but in the meanwhile 5,000 dinars would be okay. Think? Not a bad idea. I'll try my luck with Jatu outcast raider. We need to check taverns for Jatu outcast traders. Can we make more space for my soldiers? I think we should invest in larger barracks. Yes, sir, I'm aware of that. There is not much space left in which would be suitable for new foundations. The ground is simply too hard, almost entirely rock solid. As you probably remember from my reports a while ago, we discovered two formerly collapsed castle chambers. The smaller one is our vault now, but the other is unused at the moment. We could bring that room to its former glory, and it should be big enough to accompany an additional 50 troops. The overall cost shouldn't exceed 15k dinars. What do you think? Not much for 50 beds, it sounds like a good investment. Okay, dude, let's go for it. Okay, I think we have everything we can do here. The vault is completely empty. We can leave the valuables here, maybe later. I think we are good to go. We may leave this gladiator. I'm gonna keep these guys also because I'm afraid of losing, and I'll be jumping into very difficult battles, so I don't want to lose the good guys. So let's just wander around this camp and see what's going on. I really love the effort that the modelers put in this constructions. So Jocelyn, how are you? Actually, the place looks pretty good. The structural target, like, let's try and destruct it. No, it's not destructible. It's not like you know, Blood for Land mod or something like that. Actually, an arena. That's pretty cool. Actually, the atmosphere of this camp is pretty good. Everything here looks pretty cool. And actually, while checking this camp and seeing everything here, I'd like to ask you something. If we had the chance to begin our kingdom by, you know, fighting some faction, some other faction, what faction should we start fighting? I personally like to begin fighting either Saliron or the Empire, because they are near to the Noldor land, and we will need to be near to the Noldor land, because later we will be doing some tournaments, and we of course will need to fight them. Like, this is the main reason of being beside them. And later they will provide some kind of support for our kingdom, you know, by defending against other factions. So I don't know what you think, but fighting the Empire can be really difficult in the beginning because of their knighthood orders are pretty good, and I will be kinda deprived from my knighthood order, which is Knights of the Radiant Cross, which I'm planning to join later, maybe in the next episode or something. So it will be a hard start to fight the Empire, but later on we will have the very good advantage of having these knighthood orders with us without having too much trouble with other factions' knighthood orders. So that would be good if we started in the Empire, started fighting the Empire. On the other hand, fighting Saliron may be an easier start, but at the same time, because Saliron is in the middle of the map, this is an advantage and a disadvantage at the same time, because we need to be in the center of the map, but at the same time that will make us kind of vulnerable to other factions. But since we have this permanent base, I think that would be kind of easy to handle. So I don't know what you think, but I want to know your opinion in the comments. What do you think? What is the best faction to start fighting? Let's speak with our blacksmith. Greetings, Commander. Thank you for allowing me to work in this forge where I can gather more experience and further develop my skills. I won't let you down. You better not. I'm sure you won't. Commander, before you go, I have to tell you something. During the construction, workers discovered some remains of what once was a large storage room. The foundation was quite bad. Inside they found an assortment of items. You can see what we found lying on the table behind me. One is this old horse armor that is uniquely shaped. However, what is even more important is that it's made out of unusual metal, lightweight and strong. I remember that my master once mentioned about a rare ore, which was almost impossible to find. It ran between veins of ebony ore, and once its nature was discovered, was only acquired by royalty. This is interesting. Is this armor still usable? Armor is in quite good shape, but it would require some work to restore it to its former glory. There is a bigger problem though. It seems that this piece of equipment was made to fit a very large horse breed, not like the ones we have around here. I adjusted the armor as much as I could, but even after that I couldn't find a single horse that could wear it. You have mentioned that items made out of this metal were used only by royalty. It's most likely that they have had special horses as well, worthy to wear such a rare body. I think it would be a good idea to visit the old Pendor capital and try to find out something about these old and large horse breeds. So we'll be heading back to the former capital, which is Salaron. So we'll go and ask there. So I think I'm going to wrap it for this episode. I'm going to try to complete this quest in the next episode. So stay tuned for the next episode.